Okay, going into another chaotic firestorm. This is the third one I did with these fits tonight. All extraordinarily successful. Well, okay, maybe like 400 mil successful. However, 400 mil is already half of this fleet paid off. That's what I like, is in less than an hour, half my fleet's paid off, because that means I'm not that far from... Ooh, I forgot I had these guys. Alright, so we have the Damavik room. It's got some Teslas in it. They're kind of annoying, but they're not really a huge issue. The huge issue is starving Damavik, starving Vedmak, and then the Harrowing Vedmak. These guys don't care about speed so much. It's definitely not one of the things that I'm super concerned about with this particular setup. So we're not even focusing on the tangling. I've turned my afterburner off, because I want to make sure that my other two ships don't go too far out of range, because we absolutely have remote reps for these guys, so you want to be in range to use them. The Nergal gets benefits for kicking them out further. The Retributions do not. So we got the Damavik out. We're going to start working on the starving Vedmak, because we really like cap on these, and the Retributions are super susceptible to losing their cap. I feel like I just took off the remote reps on the Retributions. So again, because the Retributions don't have a ton of cap, you cannot run a self-rep and a remote rep on them at the same time. You have to kind of one or the other only. Starting off, it's very helpful to throw them on the Nergal, so that if he is taking damage, it's kind of really not a big thing, because who cares? Oh, the ghosting Damaviks made it so I couldn't shoot the Vedmak, and that made me really sad, so I wanted to shoot them. Phalanx is taking a little bit of damage. We're going to get some reps on him. Won't be an issue. Especially once we take out that starving Vedmak. There's half the Vedmak DPS gone. And then we just have the Harrowing to worry about. So the Vedmaks do a lot more damage because of their ramp up than the Damaviks do. The Damaviks in here are just terrible. You don't really notice the damage they do, so it's not a big deal. Again, these ships all have ADCs on them. It's kind of a no shit button. It's really good for learning. If you don't feel you need the ADCs, you can take them off to add on another heat sink or another entropic radiation, and then you do buckets more damage. Buckets more damage means you do them faster. Doing them faster means you make more ISK. Making more ISK means you have more ISK. Anyway, so we're going to take out the ghostings, because screw those guys, especially for the Nergal. The Retributions don't quite care as much, but the Nergal cares very much about ghostings, thank you. Now we're finally getting that Harrowing that I was hoping to get like 3 goddamn ships ago. However, once he's down, it is a very quick cleanup. Now, I kind of realized that for the most part, and I say for the most part because everything for some reason got out of range. I think it was because they were trying to rep that Harrowing and stay as a group. They went a little further away. However, a lot of the times they're quite a bit closer. So the Retributions do have 4 sets of ammo. I believe it's 4 sets. Aurora, Gleam, Standard, and Multi-Frequency. I haven't really used the Multi-Frequency yet. Standard is good for 28 kilometers. Gleam is good for very short distance. So we're talking, I think it's 9 kilometers with fall off. And Aurora is good for like 40, but it's a lot less DPS. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. Actually, I did use it a little bit for another room. I believe it's the next video. We'll see. But yeah, no, everything went fairly smooth. Nobody hit structure yet. They all have ADCs. I'm kind of liking this composition so far. We'll see how it goes further into it, especially when I stream it tomorrow. All right, next vid, because this is cleanup.